OpenAI previews GPT 5.6 model family as Claude Mythos 5 gets partial restoration. Google delays Gemini 3.5 Pro launch, reshuffles AI coding team. Critical Camp Loadmaster flaw gets public exploit write-up. Shiny Hunters breach NAIC and Nissan via Oracle PeopleSoft 0-day. China Telecom launches 682 photon quantum computer as IBM ships new error detection tool. Alphabet closes $84.75 billion raised to fund AI compute build-out. GitHub Copilot closes first month under usage-based AI credits billing. Chip equipment stocks surge on Samsung and SK Hynix investment plans. Crypto markets close worst month of 2026 correction as Ethereum Foundation cuts staff. OpenAI has previewed its next-generation GPT 5.6 family, launching it in 3 distinct tiers called Sol, Terra, and Luna. Sol is built for the hardest problems, Terra offers a balanced everyday option, and Luna focuses on speed and affordability for high-volume use. For now, access is restricted to roughly 20 government-gated preview partners. In a related development, the U.S. government partially restored Claude Mythos 5, for organizations defending critical infrastructure. Both model families are now subject to Washington's new Frontier AI review process. Neither GPT 5.6 nor the restored Mythos 5 is broadly available to the public yet. Google has pushed the general availability of Gemini 3.5 Pro from June into July 2026. The company says the delay is meant to refine token efficiency and improve performance on long-horizon tasks based on early tester feedback. Until the full launch, Vertex AI's enterprise preview remains the sole way to access the model. Alongside the delay, Google reorganized its AI coding team after losing 6 researchers over 5 months. Those researchers left for rivals including Meta, OpenAI, and Anthropic. This is now the second consecutive I/O launch commitment Google has failed to deliver on schedule. A critical vulnerability tracked as CVE 20268037 allows unauthenticated attackers to run root-level commands on Progress Camp Loadmaster appliances. The flaw carries a severe CVSS score of 9.8. It stems from a function called escape_quotes, which is supposed to sanitize user input before passing it into a shell command but fails to do so properly. Researchers at Watchtower Labs published a detailed technical write-up of the full exploit chain on June 29. Because Loadmaster sits at the network edge managing enterprise traffic, any pre-authentication flaw here is especially dangerous. Progress says it has not seen reports of active exploitation yet, but is urging customers with the API enabled to patch immediately. The Shiny Hunters extortion group breached both the NAIC and Nissan by exploiting a 0-day vulnerability in Oracle PeopleSoft. NAIC says the exposure was limited to public and already outdated data. Nissan, however, warned that payroll records and social security numbers may have been stolen in the attack. This campaign fits a year-long Shiny Hunters pattern of hunting for shared vulnerabilities across widely deployed enterprise software. The group has previously hit customers of Salesforce, Salesloft Drift, and Snowflake using similar tactics. Oracle has published a security advisory and is urging organizations on supported PeopleTools versions to apply the fix immediately. China Telecom Quantum Group has launched the Tianyuan-P2000, a photonic quantum computer built on the Zhuzhong 4.0 architecture. The system uses 682 photons to deliver a computational advantage on specific problem types. Notably, it runs at room temperature and has been integrated into the broader Tianyuan quantum cloud platform. It is now offering global services spanning drug discovery, graph analysis, and machine vision. Separately, IBM released Qiskit Police, an open-source add-on that injects low-overhead error detection loops into near-term quantum circuits. The tool relies on space-time Pauli checks and has already been demonstrated on circuits with up to 50 qubits. Alphabet has closed the largest equity financing ever raised by a major technology company, upsizing the deal to $84.75 billion for AI infrastructure. The raise is structured across a $30 billion public offering, a $40 billion at-the-market program, and a $10 billion private placement. Berkshire Hathaway took part in that private placement, investing $10 billion split between Class A and Class C shares. Every dollar raised is committed to expanding AI compute and infrastructure capacity. The move underscores the broader hyperscaler race to lock down GPU-centric data center capacity ahead of rivals. It also lands amid analyst warnings that stretched legacy cloud systems could trigger multi-day outages later this year. GitHub Copilot has completed its first full 30-day cycle under a new usage-based AI credits billing model, which replaced flat-rate premium request units on June 1st. Base subscription prices held steady, with Copilot Pro at $10 a month and Pro Plus at $39, though what those plans include in credits now varies. Code completions and next edit suggestions remain unmetered under the new system. However, chat, agent mode, code review, and the Copilot CLI all draw down the credit balance. Developers across forums have reported burning through a full month's allotment in just hours, while running agentic workflows. In response, Visual Studio Code 1.126 added session-level cost tracking so developers can monitor spend in real time. Shares of leading semiconductor equipment makers surged after South Korea's top chip makers signaled bigger investment plans. ASML closed up 6.8% in Amsterdam, reaching a fresh record high. Applied Materials and KLA both climbed more than 5% during New York trading. The rally was sparked directly by increased investment commitments from Samsung and SK Hynix. Over a two-day span, the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index gained 7.5%, one of its strongest stretches recently. Investors are betting that equipment suppliers stand to benefit most as fab capacity expands to meet surging AI-driven chip and memory demand. Crypto markets wrapped up the worst month of the current 2026 correction cycle, with Bitcoin closing June near $59,000 after a weekly drop of more than 5%. Sentiment hit its low point during the month, with the Fear and Greed Index touching a cycle low of 12, before recovering slightly to 15. Adding to the gloom, the Ethereum Foundation cut about 20% of its workforce as part of a cost reduction push. The foundation is reorganizing into 5 domain-focused clusters, covering protocol, access, user, community, and institutional work. Despite the broader weakness, Solana and Hyperliquid stood out with strong weekly gains, showing pockets of resilience. Total crypto market capitalization held steady near $2.07 trillion, even as most major tokens stayed in the red. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more content and stay updated with the latest technology news.